Hi, it's Maria and John, and we thought we would make a little getting to know us video so we could tell you guys a little bit about ourselves. I am 5'4". My heaviest recorded weight was 267 pounds, but I think I was probably more around 272, 273. My original goal at that time was to try to lose at least 100 pounds because even though 167 would be still overweight for me, it sounded way better than 267. And I did not grow up fat. I was not overweight as a child. I think I wasn't overweight until about the age of 25 and on up. So I have been overweight for about 15 years. And I wanted to lose weight for a long time now. I would try over the years and really fail. I think the one thing that has really helped me this time around and I've been so successful is because I've educated myself. I have hours and hours and hours and hours, and John can tell you, hours and hours of information under my belt that I study on the internet and learn about foods and learn how to read labels. I can tell you that since I've lost this weight that I've lost so far, my last weigh-in was 192, by the way. The difference in the way I feel physically is like night and day. There were a lot of things I was not able to do overweight that I attributed to my age. I thought that I was just getting older. Like, you know, being able to tie your shoes without having to grunt, just sleeping way better now. The way I walk, such a fast pace, even my kids have to slow me down sometimes. And my ultimate goal, past losing 100 pounds, I would have to say probably around 140. And for someone who's 5'4", that's supposed to still be overweight, but that's actually very thin for me. That's probably around a size 4 or 5. Because when I weighed 150, I was a size 5. So it's actually very thin for me. I won't look real thin in clothes, but if you saw me like in a bikini, yeah, my bones would be sticking out. We will show you before and current pictures in just a little bit after John tells you a little bit.
Alrighty, I'm John. I'm 35 years old now. My highest recorded weight was 286. My last weigh-in I was 225. I used to have to use a CPAP, continuous positive air pressure breathing machine to sleep at night. My heart would stop multiple times during the night. My breathing was very, very erratic. I don't use that anymore. I am on high blood pressure medicine, but that's because I used to be a real big salt addict. Right now I'm going to have to get my medication reduced. It's causing my blood pressure to actually drop too low.
But that's
before I would have to, you know, when I went up the steps, I would be breathing like I went up, 4 or 5 flights when I only went up 1. Trying to tie my shoes was a labor sometimes. Now it's just real easy. I have way more energy. My weight loss is successful because of the recipes that she comes up with. I used to be a big food addict. I loved to eat. I loved to have that nice warm stuffed feeling when you were done, just where you'd be sitting back and like, oh yeah.
Like
now I drink plenty of water, or try to, lots of fiber. Once that gets in your belly, it swells up, gives you the same feeling for a half of the calories that I used to consume, or even less.
Yep.
Just really being able to have someone in the house who can cook for me that has great recipes has been really awesome. And I was really inspired by my wonderful wife Maria and her weight loss, and I decided that I needed to get fit so I could stay here on this earth with her longer.
We have 3 kids, and they are from a previous marriage of 13 years. So that's why sometimes you don't see them in the video, because we don't have them every other weekend. But I would like to add that John's a very good daddy to them. He is. He's a great stepdad. But we met online quite on accident. We were playing a game called World of Warcraft. 1 or 2
of you may have heard of that.
It's just a geeky game. But anyway, we met through there, and we were only friends. And then on Thanksgiving, I asked him what he was going to do that Thanksgiving, and he said, "Oh, I'll probably just, play the game and wish everybody a Thanksgiving." He wasn't doing anything for Thanksgiving, and I felt bad, so I just said, oh hey, you should come and visit and spend it with me and my family. And by the way, we're in Texas, and John was in Maryland at the time, so he was on the other side of the United States. I never expected for him to do it. I was just being nice. I mean, you know, and he's like, okay, let me check out the flights. And then I was like, oh crap, how am I going to explain this stranger to my family? But he came down, he was here for a week, we hit it off so well, and then I just didn't want to ever be without him again. And he came back again, visited another week for New Year's, and then he moved here, and a year later we were married.
Right after February, I moved down.
Yeah, a year later we were married, and we have been together almost 5 years, and I guess almost 4 married, not quite, like 3.5 years. And I don't know, I'm happier than I've ever been in my life, and
me too.
I think that that's a lot of the reason that motivated me to lose weight, because before I was a homebody. I didn't want to go anywhere, didn't want to see anybody, didn't want to do anything. And John inspired me to not just exist, but to live. And I wanted to be able to go out there and do stuff without feeling like, you know, I should take a shot of Geritol. And hopefully we can inspire some of you guys. If you're having trouble, just know that if you never give up, persistence will pay off.
You'll never fail unless you stop trying.
Right. I tried for years and years and years to lose weight. I fell, and then finally one day, you know, something clicked, and here I am, like 20 pounds away from losing 100 pounds. I've done it completely on my own. No programs, no buying certain foods from certain programs, nothing. Just educating myself. And let me tell you, we eat a lot of the same things we used to eat, and with less than half the calories. I have learned to cook so many of our favorite foods and switch out little bitty things that, you know, our kids don't even notice. You can see in our videos, you know, it's just very good food. Not only that, but you train your body to crave good foods if that's what you put into it. And right now my stomach's hurting because we splurged today. You guys will see the video on Tuesday. And by the way, some of you might wonder what we're doing eating those horrible things when we splurge. That keeps me on track for the rest of the week, because I used to eat like that every single day, every meal. You know, the splurges were my foods. And now it's once a week. It's just enough time to where I start to maybe kind of feel a little bit deprived, and then I take care of that and I'm good for another week. And hopefully eventually it'll be fewer and far between, but for now that's what works for me. And nobody can say anything against it because it's been successful, and not everything is going to work for everybody. So if you're trying something and it doesn't work, move on to something else. But above all, I would say don't give up.
Yes, but don't move on to gimmicks, because they don't work. Hard work and perseverance is the only way to get it off and keep it off.
And if you guys go back and look at my very first video, I'm timid, I'm crying, I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed, it was dark.
Not anymore.
No, if you look at my videos now, I mean, if there's not enough light, I'm going to move to where there's enough light. Now I don't care who takes a picture of me or in what position. I might still be a little picky, but it's nowhere near what it was before. I was always hiding behind people, behind objects. I didn't.
Behind me.
Yeah. I always did the behind him, you know, head on the shoulder thing. Didn't want to be seen. And now I don't care, and that feels so good. And it's sad that I felt that way back then, but hey, at least it's changing. I'm changing, and I know it will continue to grow. And if any of you need any help or any advice, I'm saying sincerely from the bottom of my heart, don't hesitate to email me. I don't get tired of emails or questions. I am more than willing, as John can tell you, I won't shut up when somebody asks me for advice. It's hard to get me to shut up because I love helping people when it comes to weight loss. And that's it. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. So you guys want to see why my belly hurts so much? It was bad today. You can check out on our video on Tuesday, and you will see exactly what we splurged on today. Bye.
Bye.